My husband's brother and his new wife are harassing me to make their triplet daughters flower girls at my wedding, even though I've already promised my cousins the role. Am I being unreasonable for refusing? Hi everyone, I'm 25F and getting married to my fiancé, Jackson 25M this August. We've been together since we were kids. Well, I was 5 when I met him. We live near a church, and one day, I wandered into the woods behind it, got lost, and he helped me out. We've been inseparable ever since. Anyway, Jackson has 5 siblings, and the one causing me trouble is his eldest brother, Bill 35mm. Bill was married to Ref, and they have 2 kids, Julia 13, Peter 10 and Grace's parents tragically died when they were mugged walking around Sunset. The Grace fell into a deep depression after that and was admitted to a mental ward for a year. Just 2 months after Grace was institutionalized, Bill began an affair with their neighbor, Paige 3FF. They rushed to get married 6 months after Bill's divorce was finalized. I was really upset, especially because I saw Julia and Peter as family, and Bill's behavior felt like a slap in the face to them. Fast forward 3 years, and Paige and Bill have triplet daughters. After they were born, it was like Peter got the attention because he was an older brother, while Julia was pushed aside. I became really close to Julia and tried to take her out of their toxic household whenever I could. But I didn't have much of a relationship with Bill or Paige. I just couldn't look at them the same way anymore. And I got engaged 2 years ago, in a beautiful spot where we had our first date. We kept it low-key at first since we were young and wanted time. But now, as we're planning the wedding for August, things with Bill and Paige have escalated. The issue started when Paige called me last week, and she casually asked who would be the flower girls at the wedding. When I told her I already promised the role to my younger cousins, and she asked if her triplet daughters could be the flower girls, I explained I couldn't break my promise to my cousins, and that's when she flipped out. She started berating me over the phone and hung up angrily. That night, I told Jackson what happened. He said not to worry, that we couldn't let them get to us. It was our wedding, after all. But the next day, I got bombarded on social media by Paige, Bill, and even their friends and family. They all want me to reconsider, saying it's unfair to the girls. I'm starting to wonder if I'm the a-hole for not letting them have what they want. First update it, so I've been getting more and more messages from Paige, Bill, and their extended family over the past few days. I've blocked most of them on social media, but it's been pretty overwhelming. The pressure is still there, and Paige hasn't let up. Jackson's been really supportive, telling me to stay strong and not give in, but I can see this is really getting under my skin. Last night, Paige called me again, insisting that her daughters were so excited to be flower girls and that I should at least consider it. I told her I already had my cousins lined up and that there was no way I could change my mind at this point. Honestly, I feel like I'm being gaslit here. Like, why are they acting like I'm the bad guy for keeping my promise to my cousins? It's getting to the point where it's affecting my stress level over the wedding. Jackson's family is backing me up, but Bill is refusing to back down. I see a lot of people asking why I don't just let the triplets be flower girls. Honestly, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I already made promises to my cousins. It feels like they're trying to steamroll over my plans, and I'm not okay with that. Also, people keep suggesting I should be more direct with Bill and Paige, but they're impossible to talk to. John, my fiance's brother, has tried, but Bill doesn't listen to anyone who disagrees with him. I'm doing my best to stick to my guns here. I'll keep you all updated. Second update is so things have escalated. Last night, and I decided to make it clear to Bill and Paige once and for all. I told them that if they kept this up, they wouldn't be welcome at the wedding, period. Well, that didn't go well. Paige started sending angry messages, and Bill got involved, trying to manipulate me by saying it was unfair to the girls. I calmly told them that my decision had already been made and that we couldn't keep letting them overstep boundaries. Unturns, Jackson's parents all stepped in and threatened Bill with consequences if he didn't back off. They didn't take kindly to that. Bill was furious, but I think it's finally starting to sink in that we're serious. Jackson and I are now considering hiring extra security for the wedding just in case they try to show up and cause a scene. A lot of people are asking why Jackson isn't confronting his brother directly. Honestly, Bill's is the type of person who refuses to listen to anyone, even family. It's frustrating. And I to Jackson and I that his parents are the only ones who can get through to him. So we're leaning on them for support. I appreciate all the advice and I'm doing my best to stay calm. I'll update you all as things unfold. Third update the wedding is done and I'm happy to say it went off without a hitch. No drama from Bill or Paige. They didn't show up. The day within, I'm relieved he was beautiful. Julia was my maid of honor and Peter helped with the music, which was really cute. We had security in place just in case, but everything went smoothly. I felt such relief that after months of stress, I could finally enjoy the day without worrying about my wedding being hijacked. As for Grace, I finally got to reconnect with her. Has been to much better, and as she's doing cleared to leave the mental hospital, she's still a bit hesitant about coming back into society. But she's getting there. We didn't have her at the wedding, but she was sent photos which made her really happy. To answer some of the comments, yes, Grace is recovering well, and we're supporting her as she works on regaining custody of Julie and Peter. I'm so happy for her progress. As for Paige, I know a lot of people wondering if I've forgiven her. I'm not sure I can, but I do feel for her. She's been in a toxic relationship with Bill for so long, and I think she's starting to see how much it's affecting her kids. For now, I'm just focusing on my marriage and making sure Julia and Peter have the best future possible. Thanks for all your support. Fourth update is, so here's where things stand now. Grace is doing well, and we've been helping her get back on her feet. She's staying with Jackson's sister Joy while she gets acclimated to life outside the hospital. The custody evaluation is still ongoing, but I'm hopeful. As for Bill and Paige, their marriage is falling apart. Paige messaged Kimmy and Jackson last week to talk about how bad things had gotten. Apparently, Bill has been verbally abusive toward her for years, and she's starting to see the situation for what it is. She confessed that she stayed in the marriage for the sake of the triplets, but that it's been taking a huge toll on her. Hey, we're still taking things one step at a time, but I'm committed to helping her get out of that relationship if she wants. And as for the kids' heads, I'm hoping we can make sure they're in a healthy environment moving forward. Edit. A lot of people have asked if I believe Paige. I'm still taking what she says with caution, but if what she says is true, I'll do whatever I can to help her and the kids. I've been really focused on my family, and then I'll continue supporting Grace's efforts to get custody of Julia and Peter. Thanks for all your thoughtful comments. I'm doing my best to manage it all. Final update is, so here we are, and it's been a whirlwind. Kanayo and Jackson and I are happily married, and life is settling into a peaceful routine. We're getting ready to go on our honeymoon next week. And that's Ellie and Gracia. Grace has been granted custody of Julia and Peter. They're all living together now, so they're finally a family again. Ty and them, we're supporting them in every way we can. Paige is still in her marriage with Bill, but she's making efforts to move forward and figure things out. As for John and Paige, tying air, they pretty much become irrelevant in our lives. I'm focusing on family now. Jackson, Julia, Peter, and B and Grace, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you to everyone who supported me throughout this journey. I truly appreciate all the advice and kind words. If there's anything more update, I'll be sure. For now, I'm looking forward to the next chapter in our lives.